the critical part is how to engage with them efficiently and which ones to engage with. Let's get more precise and more details about the different funnels or channels where inbound conversion can happen and what to do about it. The first and most common is forms. So at Chili Pepper, we have a form solution to route and qualify in real time. And what we found is that this is still the preferred way to engage for our prospects. They are very used to this form. The brother pre-filled the form on their behalf. It's a very efficient way to do meetings. They had a few years back, Drift, this big claim, the company Drift, about how forms are dead. And what we find is quite the opposite. Forms are very in great form, so to speak. In any case, the traditional way to deal with a form for most marketers is to have a thank you page built in your website. Thank you, somebody's going to call you. And then you push from your marketing automation to the CRM, and from the CRM, then the sales team act on. So there's kind of a handoff between marketing, booking that intent, and sales acting on it. And what happened is that if you don't act on it in real time immediately, then the lead is going to go somewhere else. So 50% go to the first vendor. Next, 9 times more likely to close if you respond in 5 minutes. So delaying that request to actually booking results in massively dramatic losses in your pipeline. So what you want to do is make sure that you're able to book in real time upon a form submission as soon as it's submitted. Another way to engage is phone. That's typically more on the outbound, SDRs calling, but also on the inbound. A lot of companies in the B to SMB, so selling to small businesses, use phone. And what happens is that when you're on the phone with a prospect, you need to be able to act very quickly. The prospect is showing interest, you need to book in real time. And what's critical is to be able to send the meeting invite while you're on the phone. Because if you wait until the prospect has hung up, you have no real confirmation that the prospect is aware of the time of the call and is accepted the call. And as a result, you're going to have a very high level of no-show. When a company come to us where there were almost half of their prospects not showing up at meetings. So what you want to do is be able to book a meeting in 2 clicks, have the rep on the phone be able to book a meeting in 2 clicks. And for that, you need automation of routing and generating meeting invites. And that's what, of course, we offer at Chili Pepper and what other solution helps you do. And it's a critical aspect to getting your phone prospects to an actual attended meeting, not only a booked meeting, an attended meeting. Next, there's been a lot of work in the world of marketing around chatbots. The idea is that when people come to your website, they may have questions, they want to engage, and providing this capability can help a whole bunch of undecided prospects to move towards a good decision. But what happened is that if that bot is just going to provide information, then you have the same risk as what we discussed before, which is they would have liked a meeting, but they didn't find how to get to it. They were told that they should contact somewhere else or wait for an email. And as a result, you're going to lose your leads again. So what is critical is to be able to qualify, route, and book directly in the chat on your website. And that's the key part, again, to go straight to meeting. As soon as there's interest, you want to be able to book the meeting within the chat in very, very few steps, ideally in 2 clicks. So that's a key component of the new marketing stack is a chatbot that can qualify and book a meeting in real time. Next, events. So events, of course, had disappeared for a couple of years with COVID, and they are now coming back. Mostly they're coming back in hybrid form, some online, some in person. And we still see companies sending people to meet other people in person with no plan to actually organize these meetings. So what they tend to do is assume that people will stop at the booth and they will scan the badges like in the good old days of scanning badges. And they'll come home and say, wonderful, we scanned 1,200 badges. Well, that's also close to useless because you're going to be sending email and the prospect will ignore these emails. And as a result, these 1,200 badges that your product are actually a liability, because now you're paying more on your marketing automation for these extra contacts in your database that actually are not going to result in pipeline. So the straight to meeting imperative applies to events the same way as it does with web and emails and phone. You want to book meetings ahead of events so that it's already confirmed, and you want to book meeting at events on the floor so that instead of getting a badge, you actually capture the interest all the way to something on the books. That's the other critical aspect of the new marketing stack. And the fifth one is actually of growing importance. Many companies have realized that product-led growth is a very effective way to go to market. The idea that product-led growth, meaning people can self-serve or can try your product. So you're going to have a whole bunch of prospects who are not only interested in your product, but actually already using it. But that doesn't mean that they're going to just go ahead and buy it. They still need some help, some nudging, some influence. So you still need your reps to engage with them. And of course, through a meeting. The critical part is how to engage with them efficiently and which ones to engage with. You need to qualify these leads. So you need to know which account they're coming from and are they really using the product, what behavior they have in the product. And then you need to route them, book them. So there's a growing set of solutions like banners and chats to put in-app so that as your prospects are using the product, they can very easily, in 2 clicks, book a meeting with a rep or even get on a call in real time with the rep. Again, the traditional way to do that is to send an email, say, hey, I see you used our product, you seem to like it, you've used a lot of our features, would you like to talk to a rep? And that's simply not going to work because people don't read their emails and do not engage with the email. So you need to be able to make it happen where their interest at the time of the prospect is most engaged with your product.